Hello and welcome to my second devlog. In this video, I am excited to show a very core mechanic to my indie game, Kirameku Gakai, which I will explain some other day why I chose this name, right? So, I mentioned last time that I was going to start with the decision-based dialogue system, right? So yeah, let's get into this. Since the decisions that players make define everything from NPC dialogues to the world around them. And this is a very important part. So, I need something that is dynamic and easily scalable, right? So, I started by, drawing out the flow, how it's going to go, right? So the player interacts with an NPC and the NPC says something, right? So let's say in the past we had like two decisions to save a girl or not to save a girl, and we did save a girl, right? And then there was another decision to save a dude, and let's say we did save him, and then there was another decision to save dude number 2, and let's say we saved him too, right? So at this point there's going to be another mechanic, a sanity system, because like the more bad decisions you make, the more sanity you lose, and the lesser sanity you have, the weirder shit you see in the world. So like currently you're at this state. So at this state, what is our sanity, right? So assuming we are between 180, based on that, it's gonna have an ID, which is gonna tell us what we're gonna say, and that's gonna trigger the next NPC's dialogue, and it goes down down the same loop again, and it keeps on going and going and going and going until there's nothing more to say, right? Now that's a lot of trees, right? To traverse a tree is like n log n, right? If you want to go to all of it, just go like down one side. I think it's just log of n. And that's a lot of trees, like having a tree for decisions. And then where do the dialogues come from? Like, how do I store them, right? So what I've done is that I've made a function which basically takes a JSON like this and converts it into a tree, right? So there's going to be like the root, which has an ID, and the root has two children, a positive decision and a negative decision. And then the decisions itself, it says whether it's positive or not. There's going to be a description, like saved girl, saved dude, and then there's going to be a sanity change. So the negative ones make you lose sanity, and the positive ones make you gain sanity, right? And then they have positive and negative decisions all the way down until it comes to null, which is going to be the last decision ever. All right. So we have this table, right? But actually not but now this table, once made, I am storing as a singleton on the player, right? Because these are the player's decisions that have been made, and that's it. We don't need them anywhere else. The NPCs can just reference this to see where we're at in the game, what point of the story we're at, what decisions we've made, what our sanity is, and all that stuff, right? Now, each NPC, if I look at the NPC blueprint class, inherits from NPC base, and in addition to that, it has a BP interactable attached to it, right? And the NPC base has two values that you can cite. It's a thumbnail and a dialogue database. Now, the dialogue data is a data set where it's a data asset where the key value pairs. Now, why key value pairs? Because it takes O of 1 to find a value. It's a list of key value pairs, right? And then each key value pair has a unique ID. It has a value which is a dialogue, and what responses there are to it, right? So when the NPC says this, we have two responses that the player can respond with. My name's Jeff, or Daddy Sugar Plugs. So when we go up and let me launch this in standalone. All right. So when we walk up to the NPC, you know, there's an interactable, which gives us the option to interact with, which triggers a it triggers a delegate, which then launches up this, right? So currently it comes here and says the player is at 000 because no decisions has been made yet, right? And based on that, if you see on this data, the decision ID and the positive decision ID and the negative decision ID, right? Right. So here, this one, right? You see this ID, D2B54, and it ends with DF, right? This is the ID of the root, right? So it gets the ID of the current state that the player is on, and then it goes to the NPC it's interacting with and sees in their dialogue data where that ID is. It's this ID. So it gets this one. The NPC says, hey, and we have one response, hello, right? Once we click on hello, it triggers this dialogue, which this ID is right here in O of 1, right? So O of 1, we got one dialogue. In O of 1, we got the other dialogue. So this whole dialogue system is working in O of 1. How is it working on O of 1? Because we're also at all times storing a pointer to this in the player. So we don't need to search for the current state in the player. So in O of 1, we get the current state. And in O of 1, we get all the dialogue. So literally this whole dialogue system is working in O of 1. And it's really easily extensible. Like, yeah, you need to make sure that the IDs are similar, right? So once you click hello, it triggers this one where the NPC says, who are you? And we have two options. My name is Sugarcrumbs, or my name is Jeff, you know? And that's it. Perfect, right? So you need to make sure these IDs are matching someone, you know, and once it comes to 000, it just ends it because that's all they had to say. There's no more dialogue with this NPC, right? Maybe there's another dialogue that starts from a different ID. Let's say it starts from this ID and then goes down 2-3 levels and then comes to 000, right? So you need to make sure these IDs are accurate, which is kind of an annoying task to do. But this is the easiest, most scalable solution and the most optimized solution that I have come up with to make a decision-based, dynamic dialogue system. That's a lot of D's. That can be literally attached to anything. You could attach this to a chest and you're talking to a chest. You could attach this to a door and you got a talking door. And it's not over-engineered. I mean, I could over-engineer to have this populated automatically and cross-reference each of the IDs, but I'm not making like a whole engine or system, you know. I'm not going to make more version of this game, you know. So I don't need to over-engineer it because this is working and that's all I need it for, you know. And the best part is, and you know, the reason it took me so long to come out with the second video, is because I coded, again, it's in a way so it won't cause problems for me. It's completely modular, right? If I remove this from an NPC, you literally can't go up and interact and talk to it. Easy peasy, you know? And it also works in co-op. So if later on I want to add co-op, because, you know, I was thinking, a lot of games are fun in co-op with your friends, you know? If I want to add it, it would just work. So if I go up and interact with this, you see this guy's talking to it. This guy just, you know, chilling about, doing whatever, you know? Hello, or you can just, you know, skip if you want to, but yeah. Pretty nice stuff. Yeah. So, it's looking good. Now, I know you might have noticed, let me close this. It's not perfect in co-op, so don't worry, yeah, it's not perfect. Now, you see there was an axe that was spawned here, and there are these red ones, which you can read from the name. It's an enemy, right? So, I have actually done more work than the dialogue system, but this one isn't complete yet, so this one's going to be in my next video, and I've also found a very good solution for whatever I'm doing. So if you're technical and want to see how I've implemented stuff, yeah, you know, so subscribe and wait for my second devlog video, which I will try to make it sooner than this one. It's just, you know, I wasted 2 weeks because I was moving to a completely different city. You know, moving's an ass, and you know, your schedule gets messed up, and you need to kind of try very hard to get back on schedule, which takes time. So, you know, if you want to, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to end this video, so yeah, see you.